Planning is an essential part for any nation's capital. The City of Ottawa has had many plans throughout its history to help shape it into a world-class capital city. The first one to help shape the future of Canada's capital was the Todd Report in 1903. During the early years as Canada's capital, Ottawa was a city shaped by the lumber industry. Only Parliament Hill and a few buildings around it were used for government purposes. When Wilfrid Laurier came to Ottawa in the 1880s, he described it as not a handsome city. So after he became Prime Minister in 1896, his government established the Ottawa Improvement Commission, precursor to the National Capital Commission, in 1899, with his wish to make Ottawa the Washington of the North, as he put it. The Commission's first major project was the construction of the driveway along the west shore of the Rideau Canal. The Commission also asked Frederick Todd, a renowned landscape architect, to draft a report on the future development of the capital. Todd saw the importance and beauty of the landscape which surrounded the young city, both in Ontario and Quebec. He recommended the establishment of nature reserves within driving distance of the city, specifically around Meech Lake and along the Gatineau River near Chelsea. He also wished to see more of what he called suburban parks. One such suburban park was Rockcliffe, where he complimented its picturesque scenery and recommended that the park be expanded further east. He also wanted to establish suburban parks around the city, with one called Chartier Park at the west end, one at the Experimental Farm, one near Herdman's Bridge on the shores of the Rideau River, and one in Hull where the Gatineau River flows into the Ottawa. The hope was to establish a well-balanced park system to preserve and enhance Ottawa's beauty. His report also addressed creating or improving other parks in the city, including the creation of Patterson Creek Park and improvements to existing city properties such as Strathcona Park, Anglesea Square, and Somerset Street Square. The report also called for various boulevards and parkways for the capital. One such boulevard, the Rideau Hall Boulevard, would be built to connect Rideau Hall to the Parliament buildings. The boulevard would start by either traversing the Minto Bridges or along Sussex Drive, then follow closely along the Ottawa River, connect with Mackenzie Avenue, and end at a large monumental traffic circle at Rideau Street. However, these plans never came to fruition. Todd also recommended parkways to connect the suburban parks to each other or the city center. One parkway, called the Victoria Parkway, would connect the Experimental Farm with the planned Chartier Park. Another parkway would connect Chartier Park with Wellington Street in the downtown. At the time of the report, the north shore of the Rideau River between Strathcona Park and the Canadian Pacific Railway Bridge had not yet been developed. Todd wished this area to be preserved as parkland with a parkway running along its length called the Rideau River Parkway. However, his wish was not fulfilled. He also proposed the construction of a parkway from Hull to the new Gatineau Nature Reserves. One final boulevard in his plans was suggested for the new Patterson Creek Park from Bank Street to St. Louis Dam at Dow's Lake, called Clémeau Boulevard. A lot of ideas in the plan never saw the light of day. For starters, the Ottawa Improvement Commission had no jurisdiction to implement the plan. However, some recommendations were later realized over time. For instance, the nature reserves outside the city would later become part of Gatineau Park. Rockcliffe Park was extended to the east, as the report recommended. Although most of the suburban parks Todd envisioned were not fully realized, some areas have become parkland, such as along the Ottawa River. The parkway connecting the Experimental Farm with Chartier Park would become Island Park Drive. Patterson Creek Park was created, and Clémeau Boulevard became Clémeau Avenue, although it was never built to St. Louis Dam. The parkway connecting Chartier Park to Ottawa would eventually become part of the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. Or if you'd like to see more videos on the history of Ottawa, please hit the subscribe button.